Hey ladies, so I'm going to try to make this video really quick because I only have like 15 minutes to make this video before I have to go to class. So I got home not too long ago from my ultrasound appointment, and I've been busy talking to family members and stuff, sent them pictures and whatnot. So I go for my appointment, and they take my weight, my blood pressure, and they're like, we need you to take, get a sample of your urine because last time I had a UTI when I was 7 weeks. So they want to make sure that that is cleared up, which I actually have a feeling it's not. But I come back from the bathroom, and the doctor was like, well, the chick who took my weight and blood pressure, she was like, so you've lost weight. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, you've lost 3 pounds. Last time you came in, you were 107, and now you're 104. I was like, well, it has been really hard for me to eat. I was like, there are days when I just get really nauseous that I can't eat anything. And I was like, other days, I haven't been able to have normal bowel movements. So when I can't get out what I had from, the beginning of the week, by the end of the week and I still haven't gone, my body is still have that in there. I can't put more food in until I push out what I had from 3 days ago. It's understandable. And it's kind of really aggravated me the way she kind of just like came across, the way she said it and looked at me, and I was like, okay, whatever, chick. It's normal for women to either not gain weight or lose weight in the first trimester. I've read it everywhere. Everybody has told me. Excuse me. So they sent me back out to the waiting room, and then they called me like 5 minutes later, and they put me in this room where it was, freezing cold. Like, they had that air on full blast. I'm not kidding when I say full blast. I thought it was raining outside, like heavily raining. No, perfectly sunny out there. It was the air that was blowing like so strong. It's like, God, people, it's freezing in here. So the lady comes in, and she takes the Doppler, and she's like, well, let's see if we can find the heartbeat. I was like, well, I have a Doppler at home, and I was able to find it pretty easily. And she goes, oh, like, sorry that I bought a Doppler, but I want to check on my baby when I'm not here for 5 weeks, Like, geez, chill out, homie. So she was, talking to me about, she was like, your thyroid last time we checked it was really low. Have you ever had a problem with that? And I'm like, not that I know of. I was like, when I, like 4 years ago, I went like 7 months without a period. And I was like, they checked my thyroid to see if that was the cause of, going 7 months without any bleeding whatsoever. And I was like, came back normal, came back fine. I was like, I've never heard anybody say anything wrong with my thyroid, even in the time of going to the fertility doctor. He never said anything about it. So I don't know if that's something that just happened or what. So they're retesting that, and they took my blood for that. So then she was like, okay, you're all done. I was like, are they going to do an ultrasound today? She's like, I don't know. Are you scheduled to have one? I was like, well, when I came for my 7 weeks, they said they don't do an ultrasound until 12 weeks. I was like, I haven't had an ultrasound with you guys yet. I was like, and I assumed that I was getting one done today. And she was like, let me check. I'm like, lady, I am not leaving here and coming back in 5 weeks for my first ultrasound. So, I'm sorry, but not happening. So, she came back like 5 minutes later and was like, okay, she'll take you back and do your ultrasound. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry, I'm trying to get my papers. Oh, and I just dropped all the books. Okay, whatever. Anyways, so I go back there. I'm getting text messages. So I go back there, and she uses the little ultrasound machine. Man, that thing hurt. It was hot. I don't know if it was hot with anybody else, but she's like, oh, this could be a little warm. I'm like, dang, it ain't warm. That's hot. Like, burned my skin right off. But she had the screen turned away from me the whole time. I'm like, I want to see my kid. Like, can I at least look at the screen? So I'm just sitting there, I'm just looking forward, I'm like, okay, can I see my baby yet? Waited, she's steadily going all around, steadily clicking, taking pictures, you could hear it print off. I was like, okay, today. And then I just kind of like turned my head, kind of like looking around to see if I could see, and then she finally turned it. I'm like, you kind of suck, lady. You suck at life. No, I was kidding. I was like, you're not the greatest ultrasound technician ever. But yeah, baby is doing fine. She was actually measuring 11 weeks and 3 days. So originally my new week of pregnancy would start on Wednesday, but now originally it started on Thursday. But when I got there, the baby was measuring a day early, so I just said, okay, we'll figure it out, you know, Wednesday. Now the baby's measuring a day late from my original day, so Fridays now. But anyway, I'm just going to keep it on Wednesdays and it's whatever. But when the lady listened to the heartbeat, she was like, 177, that's awful high. I'm like, dude, you know how many people I know whose babies have been 177 in that range? I'm like, you guys are being retarded today. Like, I thought they were a great place to go for my, you know, prenatal care. I'm almost starting to second guess that. Just the way that they were acting, and I don't know. It just kind of bothered me. But anyways, so I didn't do a 10-week update because I'm getting at 7 minutes. I gotta hurry up. Okay, so I didn't do a 10-week update because I really don't have too much difference from week to week, so I figured I'm just gonna do 2 weeks together. So I'm doing 10 and 11 today, and then, you know, next week, well, 2 weeks I'll do 12 and 13. Yeah. So we'll just keep it like that, just because it'll be just like a 20-second video of me saying, yeah, feeling pretty good this week. It's pointless. So 10 weeks I really didn't have much of anything, just the usual occasional nausea, wasn't really anything, a lot of fatigue. Still have a lot of fatigue. My hours, God, I can't even talk. My naps have become 3 hours now instead of an hour and a half. And it's not like, you know, I just don't want to wake up. It's, I go to sleep for like 2.5 hours, and then I'll just like pop up awake, and I'm like, how long have I been asleep? And I look and I'm like, oh my God. So they're between 2 and 3 hours now, but still have indigestion, occasional heartburn. Like I said earlier in my video, I haven't been having frequent bowel movements. I'm gonna start eating a lot of fiber to help with that, because I will go like once a week. I'm not even kidding when I say that. And it's just really frustrating because I can't eat anything. It's just backed up and backed up and backed up. It's like, you know, I gotta get some out if I can put more in. And let me think, what else? Oh, I put this on Facebook the other day, and everybody gave me like a million different answers. And I did some Googling, but just randomly, it's not all the time, it's just very random. I will get this shooting pain, like it feels like it's right in my butt bone, like, you know, like seriously, like where my butt crack starts, like your butt bone, like your tailbone right there. I get this shooting pain, and it's to the point where it hurts to walk. And I mentioned it on Facebook, and a lot of people said that it's the sciatic nerve, or sciatica, and I Googled it, and the symptoms didn't match up, and everybody was like, well, the thing said, the description of it said that a lot of women, you know, kind of confuse that with PGP, which is pelvic girdle pain, and it said most times, most women do not have the sciatica. It's the PGP. So I went and looked at that, read about that, and I think that's what I had. I meant to ask my doctor, but they were just being so stupid today. I just got completely sidetracked and lost my train of thought. But I don't know, it's very random. It did it like, maybe like a month ago, and, we went back to our hometown this weekend to visit with family, and my husband had some stuff to do with a job he's trying to get, and, like, it's a 6-hour trip, and we were in the car for longer than that because we were driving here, driving there. My mom picked me up so my brother, oh God, I cannot talk today. My husband could have the car so he could drive there, and then my mom had to go here, had to go there, and I'm like, oh my God. So by the time we got home, it was really late, and I just got and laid down on the couch, like my back hurt really bad, and it was like 1 in the morning. I had fallen asleep on the couch, and I woke up, and I stood up, and my tailbone hurt really bad. It was like shooting pain. I'm like, man, like, what is this? This is like the second time I felt it since I've been pregnant. So I didn't know if it was like a pregnancy symptom or what it is, but it was really uncomfortable, and I don't know. I didn't know what it was. So if anybody has any, like, knowledge of that, if you've experienced it, I don't know what it is, and I forgot to ask my doctor. But that's it. That's it for what I've been dealing with for the past 2 weeks, and yeah. But I have to go. I will put pictures at the end of this of my ultrasound. They all look the same. I have 4 different ones, but they all look the same. But baby's looking good. Everything's looking good, and I will talk to you guys later because I have to go before I'm late for class. Anyways, bye.